We finna set the city on fire.
Welcome. You are now tuned in to B.U.R.N Labs,
The hottest underground radio network.
Welcome to the 2018 March edition of the B.U.R.N Labs podcast. I'm Todd, studio manager here at B.U.R.N Studios, and I will be your host this month. This is the premier podcast of B.U.R.N Studios. Every month, we bring you fresh, new, and awesome songs that we had the privilege of working on the past month. Not only do you get to hear the newest and greatest music, but you also get treated to some behind-the-scene conversations with artist and engineer as they discuss what it took to make that music. Want to get your song featured on B.U.R.N Labs? We hold a public vote every month to select the songs. So just let your B.U.R.N Studios engineer know you want your song nominated. All right, so this month, we have an absolutely gigantic podcast for you. We have 6 songs. We have songs by Darius the Sagittarius, Martell Lacey, and Melania Monroe. And we have songs and interviews with Chris Belair, Big Daddy Slim, and C4 Play. Stay tuned because we have a gigantic announcement for B.U.R.N Studios and South by Southwest this year. Y'all don't want to miss it.
You're tuned in to the B.U.R.N Underground Radio Network, bringing you the hottest in Houston music.
All right, kicking off our musical journey this month, we have Darius the Sagittarius of the Hooligans, To You.
When you with it, I'll be getting back to you. I've been down a minute, hoping that I see you soon. Every time I'm in it, it's just something that you do. I can't let it go on like it's nothing. Think we really started something. When you with it, I'll be getting back to you. I've been down a minute, hoping that I see you soon. Every time I'm in it, it's just something that you do. I can't let it go on like it's nothing. Think we really started something. If we did, tell me what this is, cause this feeling that I get got me feeling like a kid. Don't know how, I don't know why, but these feelings deep inside, I just wanna make you mine. Let me take you to the sky, but you're with him. Why are you with him? You deserve the stars, baby, you're a gem. You should be with me, I got everything you need. We'll do everything you please. We can sail the 7 seas, I would even plant a tree just so we can watch it grow. Start a family and grow old, line our kids up in a row. Tell them everything we know, and that's how the story goes. If you'd only be my girl, I would give your ass the world. So when you with it, I'll be getting back to you. I've been down a minute, hoping that I see you soon. Every time I'm in it, it's just something that you do. I can't let it go on like it's nothing. Think we really started something. When you with it, I'll be getting back to you. I've been down a minute, hoping that I see you soon. Every time I'm in it, it's just something that you do. I can't let it go on like it's nothing. Think we really started something.
That was To You by Darius the Sagittarius. Be sure to check him out on Twitter at The Sagittarius. That's THASAGITTARIUS. Check him out on iTunes, on Spotify. You can find him there. All streaming platforms. Part of the Hooligans. Thanks, Darius.
Big Daddy Slim.
Hey, do you do a lot of drugs?
Guys, don't do
Do they
drugs.
end up making you feel all like empty inside? I have a suggestion for you. No. Our next artist has a suggestion for you. Up next, we've got Big Daddy Slim. Dealing happiness, not drugs.
Can't be drinking alcohol. You can't be popping pills. You can't be sipping Adderall. No, you can't be popping pills. I'm thinking of keeping it dope. I'm thinking of keeping it soon. I'm thinking of writing a song. I'm wondering what I would do. I'm wondering what drug user is suffering, and that drug user is you. This is a public service announcement, and that's why I'm spitting. All these other drug rappers should just start quitting. All these rappers drinking lean, but Slim keeping it clean. Respecting women and my cool teachers while you getting high under school bleachers. You know that's not good for you. I hope you get the flu. Like my rhymes cause they're sick. Time to break you like a cue stick. Drugs are bad, such an old fad. What if I told your dad? He wouldn't be happy now, would he? No, drug life is very bougie. Drugs will ruin you. like Caillou. We will never drop out. We keep our grades up. We have the most clout. Guys, don't do drugs. They really aren't good for you. You guys know I stay clean as I can be. The only high I get is a spiritual high from God. Big Daddy Slim. We out.
That there's Big Daddy Slim, Dealing Happiness, Not Drugs. That was engineered by Terrence Mackey, staff engineer here at B.U.R.N Studios. I'm going to toss it to the studio now where Terrence and Big Daddy Slim are sitting by.
Hey, what's up, B.U.R.N Labs? This is staff engineer Terrence Mackey, and I'm in the studio with Big Daddy Slim. You just listened to his song, Deal Happiness, Not Drugs. First off, I have to ask, how did you get the name Big Daddy Slim?
I was about to go over to a friend's house, so I wrote a quick song in like 30 minutes, and I couldn't think of a name. So it was the first thing that ever popped in my head.
Okay, cool. So it's kind of like on the spot, like looking at a picture of yourself, that's Big Daddy Slim. That's who I am.
Yes.
Cool. Now that song that you wrote in about 30 minutes, you say?
Yes.
Is that the one we just heard?
That's my first song, Respect Women.
Respect Women. Okay, cool. So you got a catalog. That's what's up, man. Now, how did this song come about? What made you want to write these lyrics?
Guys in my school just aren't respecting women like they should be.
That's very true. Not just your school, it's the world.
It's the world.
Okay, so what made you put Deal Happiness, Not Drugs together?
Because the message of my songs is to like make everyone happy and not sad.
Right.
And
good vibes only.
drugs are associated with like negative vibes almost. And so like giving out happiness instead of giving out
Instead of drugs. Yeah.
drugs.
That's what's up, man. So you're all about positivity.
Yes.
The rest of it you throw that away. We don't need it.
Correct.
Cool, man. So did you find the beat first, or did you write the lyrics first and then find the beat?
I actually wrote the lyrics first, and then I found the beat, and then I like changed up the lyrics to like better fit the beat than it was.
Cool. Now, how long have you been making music so far?
I made the first song back in the beginning of May of last year, or obviously last year.
Cool. Any influences you have?
Probably not really like any like rappers, anything. It's just like kind of like my own type of stuff, but I do listen to like a lot of different rappers and stuff.
Okay, cool. So, have you played this to any of your friends at school or around your neighborhood?
They've all heard it.
What do they think about it?
They think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty funny. All my teachers have heard it.
Oh, great.
Definitely.
You should definitely get it played on the PA system.
Oh, definitely.
Hopefully.
I got the hookup somewhere.
Okay. So we're going to be pushing for that. Is music sort of a passion for you? Is it something that you either do in spare time or something that you're actually trying to pursue?
It's something I do in the spare time, but like I could see me like pursuing it because like I'm always listening to music. Like I really like it.
Understandable. Yeah. Music is very, I call it transcendent. It can take you from whatever circumstance and make you feel a certain way. And that's definitely what you honed in on this song, man, to, letting people know, hey, doing the right thing, it's the right thing. Like, that's why we call it the right thing. So putting out more happiness, putting out more good vibes versus frustration and anything else and negativity.
Right.
What's up, man? Any songs you have in the works, in the makings?
I was actually thinking of dropping my debut album soon.
Debut album? Okay, cool. Be on the lookout. Big Daddy Slim is dropping an album, people. You know how many tracks you thinking about doing for that?
I was thinking about like 5 to 6.
That's a solid EP right there.
And I was thinking about like trying to find like a producer or something that can like make the beats for me. Like, see what I can do with that.
Producers, he's looking for someone to help him with this music. Get in touch with him. So, Is rap the only genre you feel like you'll do, or?
Probably. It's always like what I've listened to.
Okay. Let me ask this last question. If you could get anyone to feature on the song with you, or if you could feature on any one song, who would it be?
I'd probably have to feature A$AP Rocky.
A$AP Rocky, okay. Why A$AP Rocky?
I've always liked his music, and he always like listened to his album like every day.
Good vibe. You dealing out those same good vibes, man. That's what's up. Okay. Well, man, it was awesome talking with you, man. People, again, be on the lookout. Big Daddy Slim is dropping an album. Any release date?
I was shooting for like June.
June? Okay. In June, people, summertime, when you're out there having your picnics, make sure you bring a radio, bring something, bring your phone, bring a speaker, and I need you to blast this Big Daddy Slim, all right? All right, they said yes. Before we get out of here, man, please let the people know where they can find you on social media and where they can find more of your music.
You can find me on SoundCloud at Big Daddy Slim, and then on Instagram at Christopher with 3 R's, and instead of the P, a Q.
All right. Guys, be on the lookout. The guy's dealing happiness. A positive alternative to the world. Please check him out. Listen to it. Bang it. Like it. Share it. Comment on it. Follow him. Peace out.
Damn, you just got knocked out by B.U.R.N Studios.
All right, we're going to pick this energy up a little bit. This next one is by Martell Lacey. The name of the song is Spell on Me, and it's one of the most high energy songs I think we've ever had on the podcast. Y'all be sure to check out Martell. We'll get all the social media, but check this song out first.
Me up, never let me down. Love you inside or even upside down. I'm sure you've noticed I'm under your hypnosis. My body you're controlling. You're controlling. Release me from yourself. How did you get me here? I see you everywhere. Why? Where did you get the spell? I know you never tell. Makes my heart fail and my eyes blow. You got me lifted off my feet and I don't fly. You put a spell on me. I'm doing things I normally won't try. You got me lifted off my feet and I don't fly. You put a spell on me, a spell on me. You put a spell on me. Can't lie, can't lie, can't lie, can't lie, can't lie, can't lie, can't lie. You put a spell on me. You put a spell on me. Your magic isn't fair. Can't get it out my head. I breathe it with my air. Can't hide my lies. Where did you get the spell? I know it's real, but I feel it. Control my mind. Release me from yourself. How did you get me here? I see you everywhere. Why? Where did you get the spell? I know you never tell. Makes my heart feel and my eyes blow. You got me lifted off my feet and I don't fly. You put a spell on me. I'm doing things I normally won't try. You got me lifted off my feet and I don't fly. You put a spell on me, a spell on me. You put a spell on me. Can't lie, can't lie, can't lie, can't lie, can't lie, can't lie. You put a spell on me.
That is Spell on Me by Martell Lacey. Engineered by senior engineer Jason Barton. Hey, be sure to follow Martell on Twitter at Martell Lacey. That's MartellLacey. and on Instagram at martell.lacey. Let them know you love that.
We interrupt this special program to bring you this urgent announcement.
It's March, and if you're an artist here in Texas, you know what that is. It's South by Southwest. Everything is pushing towards that second week in March. And this year, B.U.R.N Studios is back. We've got a pop-up studio that we're going to be putting in Austin. Yes, we are packing up a studio, and we are driving out of Houston to Austin to have a studio there on March 13th. All right, so the deal this year is we are setting up a studio. We are taking one from Houston. We're putting it in Austin. It's going to be at Come and Take It Live on March 13th, and we're dropping an entire mixtape that day. So if you want to get on a verse on the first annual B.U.R.N Studios South by Southwest mixtape, get to Austin Tuesday, March 13th over at Come and Take It Live. It's the Houston by Southwest event put on by Breezy. Tickets are $15 to get in the door. There'll be performers between noon and 6. We'll be running the studio between probably like noon and 10 p.m. that day. Goth Boy Click is there that night performing. Separate tickets for that. Anybody that shows up, sign up, drop a verse. Go to our SoundCloud page right now, and we have all of the beats with hooks ready to go that we're going to be dropping on. So start writing your verse and get ready to come to Austin, party with B.U.R.N, and help with the first annual South by Southwest B.U.R.N Studios mixtape.
B.U.R.N Labs Radio, bringing you hits harder than J.J. Watt.
On the real, I've been jamming this hook for like the last week. It is stuck in my brain. It cannot get out. This here is Chris Belair with his song Devils.
Tell them move out of my way, I'm finna do the impossible. They never fuck with me, they just simping me on the low. That explains why a young nigga so low. That explains why a young nigga dolo. Yeah, junk deuces, girl, I had to stay focused. Play too many tricks, girl, like Hawks Pocus. I had to go out. I had to let you know I riding through the city when my music low. Nobody else to talk to and no place to go. When you're down and out, nigga, you gon' find out who your real friends are when it goes down. Oh yeah, them bitches love you when you got it all, but when you're broken, got no one to call. Them bitches love you when you got it all, but when you're broken, got no one to call. I see me, that's how it's gonna be. Ain't did nothing wrong to him but chase the money. I got them devils hanging all around me. I got them devils walking all around me. Oh baby, get the devils on me. Devils on me. Devils on me. And devils on me. Devils on me. Devils on me. Devils on me. And devils on me. Gotta be tired of them nightmares that I keep having. I don't wanna go to sleep, so I keep at it. On the road, tryna get it, tryna bring it back. Almost died at the wheel, running to the side. I got them devils on me, got them devils on me, and they tryna bring me down. Oh yeah, fuck them niggas, they ain't really with you. You get that bag and they out to get you. She was a devil in a blue dress. She kicked me down and opened up my chest. I learned the lesson, never trust a soul who really loyal on the lie. Got them devils on me, them devils on me, and they tryna bring me down. I did a lot of road, I did a lot of road. I see the enemy, that's how it's gonna be. Ain't did nothing wrong to him but chase the money. I got them devils hanging all around me. I got them devils walking all around me. Oh baby, get the devils on me, devils on me. Devils on me, and devils on me, devils on me, devils on me, devils on me, and devils on me.
That was Devils by Chris Belair. And right now we got a pair of Chris's. Chris Masick, senior engineer here at B.U.R.N Studios, who recorded and mixed that, and Chris Belair in studio, and they're going to talk about this track.
Hey, this is Chris, senior engineer here at B.U.R.N Studios, sitting in the 832 today with artist Chris Belair, and y'all just listened to Devils, track that's getting ready to drop here pretty soon. So, what's up, Chris? How you doing today? How you feeling?
Feeling great. Happy to be here.
Stormy weather's outside as we sit here recording it, but it's nice and cozy in here.
Yeah.
So so when you come in and work, I mean, we've worked on a bunch of songs together at this point.
Yeah.
And I guess you had a mixtape out and you kind of set that off to the side. Now you're starting on this new project.
Yeah.
So kind of walk me through how you come up with your concepts, your writing. Because like on this, like it's so moody, so emotional, just from the beats that you pick to the vocal performance. So like where do you start with? Do you start with a concept? Do you hear a beat and then that leads to a concept?
Yeah. It's usually like that. Hear a beat, you know, and that's how the concept comes. Mainly, I'm usually in my car, you know.
Okay.
And I just blast out the beat or whatever. And
Where are you finding them at usually? Just like online or people you know?
Online.
Okay.
I'm online. You know, if I really like a track, I lease the track. You know, get some rights going with it. You know, just in case it.
Yeah, so you can actually release it. Yeah, absolutely. So what about this track? Like, what was the part that when you heard it, you were like, yeah, I want to use that. Like, what was like the first part of the song that you wrote to on that beat?
It was the verse. The verse. It just kind of comes to me like, however I hear the beat. You know, if I hear like when I put the beat on, I hear, okay, that's the verse. You know, and that's what I got to work with. I work with the verse. If the track starts out with the verse first, then I work with that because the hook comes really easy to me. I love making hooks.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Those always come out really smooth. Yeah, we normally spend more time on the verse, I think. So concept. What like the lyrics? Like what? How did that come about? Walk me through why and the how.
It's just about like I said, I was riding. I'm usually alone. I'm usually by myself. It's just about my everyday life. That track, you know, it's what I love to do. I love to speak about, you know, give in depth on what I go through every day. You know, and it's about if maybe I could be speaking about just being alone and depression, and you know, maybe I'm depressed because of that. You know, because I always give my all to a friend. You know, show how loyal I am. And I get nothing in return. Not that I'm looking for something in return, but I just expect that same type of loyalty, you know, that same type of, you know.
So in this metaphor, what would you say? What is the devil?
The devil's is me fighting with myself, you know, like when I'm at home alone, you know, and just going through depression or whatever because you know, I'm not the traditional guy where I'm out here with all these friends having fun, you know, and sometimes that could get kind of old and boring, and you know, and another thing, just devils is, you know, just having bad friends around you, you know, just having that bad energy around you. So you know, that's where that whole concept comes from, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's especially tough nowadays because, I mean, you hop on like social media and no one posts the bad stuff. Yeah. It's like nothing but look how great everybody's life is. And I'm sitting here. Yeah. No, that's I mean, that was definitely one of the things that kind of stood out to me in hearing it. You know, it's got such it's this nice like upbeat. Yeah. But at the same time, there's just like there's this darkness and melancholy to it.
I love it.
Yeah. And and that's what I like is, you know, the song comes through the intro and you come in and actually you pick up right before the beat, so your voice actually kind of previews, like all of a sudden, you know, the beat actually dropping at this up tempo. Yeah. This is the first line, like tell them move out of
my way.
Yeah.
I'm finna do the impossible.
Yeah. No.
They never mess with me. You know, they just envy me on a low. That explains why I'm so low. You know, so it's just talking about my view of how growing up, I always was that kid that was misunderstood, you know. I mean, I had a lot of friends, but even within those groups, I was misunderstood, you know. Like, cause what I might see as, hey man, you my friend, you shouldn't, show that, you know, you shouldn't be unloyal, you shouldn't, other friends didn't see it that way. It's just, you know, so that I misunderstood a lot. You know, misunderstood. So I'm just like, you know what? I just rather kick it with myself, you know, be in tune with myself. So that's where a lot of that, the dark R&B, you know, that it comes from, you know.
No, I like that because you get this, very pushing, like a bit more aggressive on the verses, but then when we hit the hook's really repetitive.
Oh man!
And I remember when we the way the beat originally went is actually the drums and especially the hi-hat just kind of kept hitting people through that first part. So we took it and put a low pass on it. So we killed all the highs. So you just got that cool like kind of guitar sample.
Yeah.
And it drops down and gets like super reverby. And like in tracking that, I heard like wanted kind of the storm to subside for a second, and with the harmonies that are in there that are layered up, it's almost for me, like I always heard it as almost being like like you're sitting in like the back of a church or something like that. And then the beat kind of comes back and like that's your reprieve, and then the second verse comes back in and you're hit back with like so that was kind of at least the story when that I was hearing as you were recording it, and then when we started mixing it, that was kind of my thought process on that side. And I really like kind of the overall story that kind of puts together. I like it a lot.
I love to give my fans, well, not my fans, but my listeners, would-be listeners, a story. I like to bring them to the abyss. Come to my world, and let me show you how my brain works. Let me show you that it ain't all peachy and cream. I want everybody to know, this is what I battle with every day. This is every day what I battle with, So Devils was just, man, that's just in me. Like, it's not even like when I did the track, when I came up with the lyrics, like I say, I come up with my lyrics, I'm just riding in the car. So it's really never pen and pad anymore. Okay. It's just in my head, and I might put it in the phone, like I might rehearse it, my vocals in the phone just in case I forget if I get to the studio. But most of the time, that's just that's how I come up with my tracks.
Well, I mean, for doing that, and I'm gonna kind of put a lot of other artists on blast here. When you show up to the studio and you're prepared and you have an idea and a goal and a vision for what you want to do, you get a lot of work done fast.
Yeah. We work fast.
This song was 2 hours start to finish.
Yeah, we work pretty quick.
So you can get a lot done in a short amount of time if you're focused and prepared. And I do want to give you like serious shout outs and props for that because some sessions you could work for 8 hours and maybe have like half a verse done because somebody a guy told me a long time ago when I first started recording, he was like, man, you want to make sure you have everything, you want to make sure you have it rehearsed in your head enough times to where when you get in there, you might stumble a little bit, but most of all, that doesn't stop you from finishing on the the finish point where you're supposed to finish. So I just make sure, and it's just like with me and you, we just get in there and just it's so quick, know, and that's how I love it. You know, it's nice when I'm able to enhance and not have to worry about just fixing.
Yeah.
So all right, so they just heard the song here on the podcast, but we were talking beforehand, and I hear there is a music video that may have just entered like post-production. So tell me about that, and when can we expect that to be out?
It'll be sometime next week.
Okay, so it'll be around the time that this drops, because today is the 21st, 22nd, as we record this. So
probably
so this will be out in about a week. So
either 28th or 30th.
Oh, awesome. So if you're listening to this, you should go on YouTube and search for Chris Belaire Devils.
Yeah.
That's Belaire, Bellaire.
Yeah.
And Chris, CHRIS. No KRIS bullshit here. No, CHRIS.
Yeah.
So check that out. You can also find out more about Chris, more direct to his brain in life, on IG and Twitter at globalbelaire.com. Once again, BELLAIRE. So where are you going next? Where are we working on next?
Just trying to get. I want to try to give me some few more tracks in for like performance, like because I have a lot of other older music, but I don't want to bring those out of the archives. I kind of just want to record some new stuff. Just hopefully if this track does good and show, I get a little notoriety from it, then hopefully I could drop a small little EP or something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Always growing, grinding, working.
Yeah.
Always forward, never back.
Yeah. So I want to record some more tracks to perform with, when just in case I do a show, so that's what I want to do right now. Trying to get more new tracks in.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to them. And everybody out there, make sure you're following them on Twitter and IG, because that's where you're going to find out when new tracks are getting ready to drop.
Yeah.
Because I know they will. And working on the rest of the stuff, I can tell you it is all of equal quality.
Yeah.
So yeah, y'all check them out, hit them up. Man, thanks for being on the show today, and thanks for letting us feature your song.
It was a pleasure. Thank you guys for showing support, and I want to give a shout out to every single artist, that was on the contest. Everybody has great music. Most definitely. What's up, Big Daddy Slim?
Yeah, we were talking about you before. Yeah. Apparently we got poetry happening. Awesome. All right, Houston, y'all be dry. We'll catch y'all next time.
See you.
Peace.
You're tuned in to the B.U.R.N Underground Radio Network, bringing you the hottest in Houston music.
Like right now?
A big complaint these days is that all hip-hop sounds the same.
Alright.
But the thing is, if you actually listen to music that's out there, it's not. This is totally something that's not on the radar. This is Melania Monroe with her song Weak.
I don't know no better, no, I'm in love with a thug. I wanted him to love me back, he in love with the hood. Saying I got niggas, so he think I ain't no good. Papa wasn't shit, I do these niggas like I would. Knock on it, clock running. I always get them hard, but don't hop on it. Way too picky with the sticky, icky. I'm the win, he want the Vickies. But I can't trust the Dickie and his Dickies. I don't know who he been smashing on. Is all I'm thinking as I'm sitting in this 94. With the T-tops, rims on it, marrow. He's somewhat of a sweetheart I'm falling for. Feeling stupid like, could it be that Cupid like? Hit me with his arrow and he got my vision narrow right. Cause baby, all I see is you. When worlds collide, the treasures open and we share our truth. Books and banging, told me how we dope slanging. With my music on his playlist, now I blush as I act nonchalant. My heart like what he's saying, he got game and I like playing. Let the guard down my cerebral, I'ma give him what he want. Weak, SWV, kinda weak. And the knees can't speak. Freak of the week, he got plenty, can't be me. So weak. Weak, double SWV, kinda weak. And the knees can't speak. Freak of the week, he got plenty, can't be me. So weak. I'm not wrong, cause I want them to know me first. So I put it in the verse, ain't had time to go rehearse. Just spit it raw doggy as I say what was on my heart. He's longing to have fun, I'm just wishing he want my art. The words I speak, illustrating the broken parts. Pray you piece me together, slow and steady, dealing this deck of cards. You don't wanna bust, fumble, crap out, forfeit the queen of hearts. Cause a brush fire, shoot your shot, burn it in the dark. At least I'm honest, I wrote you a sonnet about the hood of this car. I want a woman, crush you on it. I'm kinda joking, I think it's Wednesday. I seen your post on the gram, damn what your friends say. It's on me that your attention fixates. Well-known pretty girl, so your ex is gone, hey. Trying to keep it PG, I wanna X-ray. You penetrate, feel it in my ribs, now I need X-rays. I play all day, but this the first time a brother made me contemplate. Common sense is out the door, boy, I can't concentrate. Your bad boy aura make me wanna alternate. I'm thinking we could do some things, ayy. Weak, SWV, kinda weak. And the knees can't speak. Freak of the week, he got plenty, can't be me. So weak. Weak, double SWV, kinda weak. And the knees can't speak. Freak of the week, he got plenty, can't be me. So weak. I don't wanna, but I'm gonna, gotta keep.
Alright, that there is Weak by Melania Monroe. Hey, if you mess with that song, be sure to follow Melania on IG. Check her out. It's spelled pretty normal. A little bit of extra letters in there. MILANIAAMONROE.
B.U.R.N. B.U.R.N Labs Radio.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Bill O'Reilly never changed, buddy. This one here, this is C4 Play with his song My Chick.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet ya. See, I'm with my girl and I got you on a meter. And I see you with your man, why you choosing? I don't need ya. Only want a picture with the kid for non-believers. Baby, it's play, you ain't getting no play. Thinking that he cheating, but I guess it go both ways. Wanna creep on the low when he sneak to the head. So you can talk all you want, but you can't sleep in my bed. I got teams that they mangoes, that fiend for that pencil. Really want that KO. And they can talk how they want to, bop how they want to, but they don't get a thing, no. Cause it's the swallow like D's, no need to grovel at knees. I bet you swallow with these, but I'm good. I lead them fall for the leads, I never fall for the tees. Now you should follow her lead, cause they would. For my chick, super bad with a fine ass. You can imagine how the time passed. Yo, my chick, crystal at the wine glass. I see you looking with your kind ass. That's my chick. Is she bad than the motherfucker? Make me throw them bands like a motherfucker. On my chick, for my chick, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. Hey yo, my chick, super bad with a fine ass. You can imagine how the time passed. Yo, my chick, crystal at the wine glass. I see you looking with your kind ass. That's my chick. Is she bad than the motherfucker? Make me throw them bands like a motherfucker. On my chick, for my chick, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. Only concerned with what I drive and who I know. On the gram for me and Bam, location searching through the post. Private party on the water, wanna kick it with my woes. You can swim to the yacht and get thrown off the boat. Know that I'm flattered, but you can't get in my phantom. I'd rather dip to Atlanta with my broad. I lead a key to my madam, a couple thousand that's standard. I give a bet to my baby for go yard. All on my own, girl, get up on your own, girl. I'll be sure you know that you can't get along, girl. I don't want your phone, girl. You should probably go home. To the man that love you, cause I ain't the one. You wanna flex on the guests with the champagne dawn. You see the Cuban on my neck and the gold on my arm. Tryna kiss the pinky ring, but you ain't my form. My chick, super bad with a fine ass. You can imagine how the time passed. Yo, my chick, crystal at the wine glass. I see you looking with your kind ass. That's my chick. Is she bad than the motherfucker? Make me throw them bands like a motherfucker. On my chick, for my chick, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. Hey yo, my chick, super bad with a fine ass. You can imagine how the time passed. Yo, my chick, crystal at the wine glass. I see you looking with your kind ass. That's my chick. Is she bad than the motherfucker? Make me throw them bands like a motherfucker. On my chick, for my chick, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. My man. I know what you thinking, you saying you want me, you do. You see all my diamonds, they shining, you want me for gold. You digging for something, but come up with nothing, you wrong. Why you frontin'? You straight, but you ain't my woman. Super bad with a fine ass. You can imagine how the time passed. Yo, my chick, crystal at the wine glass. I see you looking with your kind ass. That's my chick. Is she bad than the motherfucker? Make me throw them bands like a motherfucker. On my chick, for my chick, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. Hey yo, my chick, super bad with a fine ass. You can imagine how the time passed. Yo, my chick, crystal at the wine glass. I see you looking with your kind ass. That's my chick. Is she bad than the motherfucker? Make me throw them bands like a motherfucker. On my chick, for my chick, make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. My man.
That there's My Chick by C4 Play. We got both C4 and senior engineer Jason Barton in studio right now. Let's go meet up with him and find out more about this track.
This is senior engineer Ron Burgundy in the studio with C4 Play. You just listened to My Chick. Let's talk about how the song got made.
Yeah, man. This one, there was nothing really just special about how it happened. It was more so just spontaneous. I was actually on my way back from Houston, going through YouTube, being bored because I was driving by myself, you know, and then the beat came on, and man, the rest was history. I heard those horns, that real Caribbean vibe, and you know, everything just kind of went from there.
The vibe, that's what this song is all about. This is not a Houston song. It's not a Texas sound. Like, it's very, very international feeling song. Where did you get the inspiration? Where did the inspiration for the song come from?
Man,
you don't write a song like that for nothing.
Well, I had came up with the hook initially, man, and then that's all it was. It was just a hook at that time, and then I actually went to Miami, and man, South Beach was amazing. So it's like when I got out there and then I came back, it was like, yeah, you know, it kind of helped with the inspiration of the song, man. South Beach, it's amazing.
I feel like you can't listen to that song and not picture like neon lights, a club,
exactly,
women with big asses moving around everywhere. Like it translates like through the whole thing.
For sure.
Man, C4, one thing that I really love about working with you too, man, is the fact that you're an engineer in your own right, and you do that as well. And I feel like the kind of language and the chemistry that two people that do engineering have when they work on music together, it comes out really good and it translates really good. Do you ever feel like it's an obstacle having so many different hats on?
Man, not really. I feel like everything kind of coincides with each other, you know. Like the engineering plays a big part in my artistry. I mean, as far as knowing for the workflow purposes, you know what I'm saying? Things can work smoother and faster. We can get more stuff done. So, I mean, honestly, I think it just helps me.
Do you like doing one more than the other, or are they all the same purpose to you?
Man, that's a good one. I have my moments where I'm like straight engineer geek, you know, and I'm like trying to learn more stuff, you know, learn more about different plugins and softwares and whatnot, and just the music theory in general. But writing, you know what I'm saying, that's always been a real big passion of mine. So that's, it's hand in hand, man. And not only that, like engineering, that's like my main source of income as far as providing for my own music. You know what I mean? So it's like, you gotta love that, man. It brings money. So,
and for people who aren't familiar with you, I want to talk a little bit about your come up. I met you through Bama.
Big bro.
And so give me a little background here. How did you and Bama link up? How did you become C4 Play?
Man, you know, I've been waiting for someone to ask me that question. It's kind of a long story, but I'm gonna keep it short. So this goes back years, man, about a decade actually. I was in 8th grade going to high school, and there was this one classmate of mine, and long story short on that portion is Bama and his dad seen him, and, you know, they gave him a card, but, you know, he didn't really do that hip hop. You know, he was more like acoustic guitar, just, you know, and so he gave me the card. So I looked him up and everything, and went to their website, which was alligatorstudios.com, and I basically sent him a message like, hey, you know what I'm saying, I want to, you know, rap for y'all, you know, check me out, this and that, whatever. And he had his album release party in 2008. And also, you know, he was graduating that year. He ended up calling me back, man. I ended up in high school and I got a phone call. I was like, what? Voicemail from Bama, you know, yeah, come through, whatever. So, yeah, man, I went. He took me into the VIP room. I rapped for him, and like the rest was history. We've been working ever since.
Wow, so that shit really works. Like hitting people up and being like, yo, check me out. When you first came in, were you doing more of the singing or more of the rapping first, and now getting into more of the singing?
Yeah, when I first started, boy, I was heavy MC, like bars, bro. And, you know, one day, like, I think me and Bama were kind of living together at one point, you know, grinding in Houston. And I was like, man, I want to make an R&B song. Like, I want to sing to women. You know what I mean? He was like, all right, bet, bro. We finna write something and we're going to sing something till it sounds good. And this was before I was heavy into the engineering, so there wasn't any auto-tune. So it was like, bro, redo that shit. That shit sucks. You know what I mean? And then just over the years, man, just sticking with it consistently, like I've gotten pretty good at the singing stuff.
You're pretty smooth with it. And you transition between rap songs and singing songs, even between like a verse and a hook, like seamlessly, effortlessly.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
And then going back to My Chick, this was something I've never heard you do on any other songs before. We've had some R&B songs, we've had some very trap influenced songs, and you've always kind of hit this little pop itch for me too. Though you're not scared.
Yeah,
you're not scared to go for the mass appeal on something.
For sure.
And that's a comfort zone that a lot of artists aren't able to get into, because when you do a pop song, when you're trying to get up into the Bruno Mars lane or something like that, that's the best of the best of the best. Those guys make more money than anybody.
Worldwide.
You know, so a lot of artists are scared of that being that big with it.
Yeah.
What makes you shoot for that?
Man, this kind of goes back to my big bro too in a way, man, because there was like notes and like just different aspects of pop music that it's like you have to push that barrier, you know what I mean? You can't be scared to be laying on the floor trying to hit a note, you know what I mean? And I got a lot of reps at my home studio as well, so it's like the more reps I got of, you know, trying to push that barrier, I got more comfortable. Okay, bet, let's go to B.U.R.N, let's go to the big studio, like I got this. And I mean, that My Chick record, like even the singing stuff, I felt like all of that like was recorded like pretty fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think just repetition and practice, man, that's really what got it for me, and not being scared to push those barriers.
I mean, I do think there's some songs that you can just kind of half-ass it and it comes out good. Not you in particular, but just the artist, you know. Yeah, that kind of stuff,
Slugs.
right? But what I want new artists and young artists to realize though is there's definitely levels to this shit, and you can't do a song like My Chick just pulling it out of your ass one day. Like there's a lot of skill sets that go involved in it to make it sound as effortless as it is. And I think that's what's something that a lot of younger artists get confused.
Yeah.
Just because if you're good at something, you make it look easy.
Yeah, man, that's why everybody wants to rap, and you know that's why it's a saturated market. You know what I mean? Like everybody wants to do it.
Do you know how to juggle?
Juggle?
Yeah, like physically
juggle.
Throw 3 things up in the air and juggle them. Have you ever seen someone juggle in person?
Yeah, man.
That shit looks so easy, right?
It does. I've tried.
And then you try it? I can't fucking do that.
Yeah, man.
I got it in there. So, man, what's up next for C4 Play? What do you got in the works?
Man, I actually just, did some video shooting today, man. And but the main thing, like my main agenda is just really, get out there more and try to find more events, find some PRs, find some people that can put me in a good position to, showcase my talent. Not necessarily mic showcase it because, I'm trying to get paid overall.
Yeah, but, absolutely.
Yeah, man, just more opportunities, Man,
and you on stage too, seeing all the footage and stuff on your social media and everything too, like the crowd is very receptive to what you're trying to do.
Yeah, man.
I think you're really you're trying to shoot over everyone's head, and I think you're going to get it like that, man. C4, thank you so much for letting us use My Chick for the podcast this month, man.
Oh, man, thank y'all, man.
Good job, bro. Find out more about C4 Play on Twitter at C4Play1. Follow him on IG at C4Play1. Listen to more tunes by C4 Play on SoundCloud, Spotify, and iTunes.
Wait, Master. It might be dangerous. You go first.
You are locked in to B.U.R.N Labs, the hottest underground radio network.
That wraps up our March 2018 edition of the B.U.R.N Labs podcast. Big shout out to all of the artists that helped on this month's podcast. We love y'all. Big shout out to all the B.U.R.N Studios engineers that put in on this podcast. Thank you. This March, come out, meet us in Austin, party with us, be part of the B.U.R.N Studios mixtape, drop some verses on this. Other than that, Houston, we love you, and we out.
Ahoy, mateys. Ye be now locked into B.U.R.N Labs Radio.